Ah, I'm gonna remember. Yes. Give me some divines. That's why you corrupt armorers and weapons from boxes, guys. That's the reason. Hi. So yeah, as you saw, it's pretty nice to corrupt those strong boxes with that drop body armors or weapons. And in fact, I'm actually using it right now. It's pretty good. Let's just say it's pretty good. It was pretty easy color because of this. So you don't need any high level things. It's just I have gems on it, so it doesn't, you know, show. But it's literally just whatever the chrome cost is plus the wall orbs. You can do this from like level 1. You don't need anything else. Like previously you needed like level 8 body chip, but now you don't. So it's really easy to color corrupted items, assuming you have the wall orbs. Have still not done anything to the sword. I need the Hillock 28 craft. I mean, well, I want it before I start doing anything with this. But yeah, that is closing in 90. I'm basically doing nothing else with this right now except going to, like, you know, delving. I'm not sure if I'm gonna go do the guys crit with frenzy. We'll see. But yeah, about the corruption thing. In case you guys don't know, there is there's 4 outcomes when you corrupt an equipment. So there's no effect. There's a the white sockets. Then there's a reroll, and then add/change implicit, small implicit. So when you get the reroll, there's a 1 in 36 chance that'll be a 6 link, and because there's 4 different outcomes, first you have to hit the correct outcome, and then out of that it's 1 in 36. So it's like 1 in 144 chance that whenever you corrupt an item, like an item that can be 6 link, it'll turn 6 link rare. And yeah, that's how I got that. Usually just do that because you want maybe some divines or something like that, but it's really, you know, nice to sometimes get shit like this. Now again, this isn't my end game chest. One of the end game chests, more likely gonna be this. I actually found a new one, which is really nice as well. It has a really crazy dexterity if I some reason wanted to go with the foils, but I'll probably go with this because that's more armor and evasion than this. It's a tiny bit higher base, and it has more resistances. Might need. We'll see. But yeah, on top of that, I think in the previous update video I was talking about the Kalandra's Craft, whatever. This thing here, you will slay a foe who drops 4 identical rare items. So I ended up doing my mastermind. You know what? How about I'll just show you. Fuck me, dude.
Give your soul to me. Don't do this, Exile. You can still join us. It's
yeah.
Your chance to bring back
That's a long fight, dude.
loved or cared about.
So this is something every single Soul Self-Found player should know about. Is if you have Kalandra Craft, you will slay a foe who drops 4 identical rare items. If you have this, no, every trade point too. Everyone should know this. Slap that in, and as you can see, we got a couple items, you know. That is not the diadem. Feels bad. So yeah, as you saw, you got 4 instead of 1 item. This also works for normal Syndicate boys. So let's say that you are really, really desperate for Elreon jewelry crafts for the minus mana cost. Well, if you have that prophecy on when you interrogate or whatever you do with Elreon, and he ends up dropping a ring, well, now you get 4 of them, and whatever the unveiled mod is, it's rolled when you unveil the item, so you get 4 chances. I mean, sometimes you can get multiple of them. So that's a really, really good way of getting unveiled mods of specific items that you might need. I also ended up getting the thing that I've been pretty hyped up and wanting to get. And actually, you know what? Let's do this again. This is fun. We got it. We fucking got it, dude. 3rd time's the charm. Nice. So yeah, welcome back from that drop. And as you can see, I'm not actually using that. And there's a couple of reasons for that. And I actually was like fighting over this with myself for like at least half an hour after I got it. But yeah, there is the limb. I got myself the shield. Has actually perfect evasion and ES, which is nice. It has a decent armor. Too bad the life roll is really bad. Oh yeah, and also random ass 6-link Ice Tome from the Delve, I think. And I got a combat focus. If I were to get either of the other ones, I could maybe do a hit at some point if need to. We'll see. Probably not. We'll see. I got a Weaving Sect. This is actually a pretty goddamn nice ring. It has attributes. It has a mana cost for each corrupt items or just life regen. This is like really, really nice. Really goddamn nice ring, and I might want to use it for some builds. We'll see. I found a uncorrupted comms roots, and I will probably want to use these eventually with the jug. We'll see though. But yeah, other than that, my gear really hasn't changed. Yeah, let's talk about why I'm not using this. So, actually, I just need to open a path of building for this. Okay. So here's the current ED boy. We are something like 12.3k evasion right now with no flasks or anything like that. We are do not have a permanent bulk raise. So this is actually more spell dodge because this, for whatever reason, does not take this. So we're actually at 29% because my shield is pretty nice and it has 7%. It could be a total of 8 if the roll on the shield was higher, and it just has a decent amount of evasion and ES, and well, it has an open suffix, open prefix for life. But yeah. So if you look at my ED damage right now, it's just 182k. That's in a 5-link. Obviously, I have the nice. Where are you? It's in a 5-link. Obviously, I have the Malevolence Jewel, which is a lot of damage. But yeah, it's just like Shaper DPS. Also, this is not concerning like Polite, and there's a lot of things. So this is actually way more with all the other stuff. Yeah. I am at 2. Well, let's just say 3.1k and like 6.1k life. if I were to change this to the limb and the shield, okay. First of all, I have to take this strength node, so I will lose a tiny bit of evasion from here, and a bit of life, but doesn't matter because the shield has life and my life goes up. And right now you see me at 3.6k evasion. Sorry, yes. But that's with discipline here. And as you can see, I'm using a level 4 Enlighten in the shield right now. So there's a problem. I don't have a level 4 Enlighten. And if I don't have a level 4 Enlighten, my unreserved amount of mana drops down to a number that I am not happy about. So, in fact, I don't actually even have level 3 Enlighten either right now. But let's say it's in like, you know, just 11 to level up. But right now, if I wanted to use the shield and run discipline, I would actually have to take charisma. And that's 4 points I don't actually want to take out from anywhere right now. I potentially could, but what I lose from taking this, I don't think it's worth it for the discipline. So if I were to go for this shield, well, I would not use discipline. So let's just put flesh and stone here instead, right? Actually, red. I mean, I'll just put all of them probably here. Flesh and stone and red banner all go here. And let's take that out there. And now we're fine, right? Again, the reason why, and now we only get like what, 600 or something, whatever. Yeah, 600 ES or something like that. And basically, I lose like 1000 evasion. I would gain a bit of armor, like 2k, which is nice for small hits, and a tiny bit of extra life. But what I would lose, I went from 180 to 164. It was like 181 or something like that. So I lose a lot of damage. And that's with this completely garbo one that I have, which I should have upgraded like, you know, 4 days ago. But I'm being lazy and haven't crafted a T1 non-ailment chaos damage or the multiplier. If I were to do that, I can quickly go back here. I hope I saved it. Yeah, so here's what it would be. So you just literally go for the non-ailment chaos damage or the multiplier. You regal it and then you whatever put the chaos mod and then boom, it's like 110k. So it's actually a decent amount of damage lost because of that. And well, yeah, obviously strength now right now because I don't have the strength to otherwise do it. Obviously, this is now back to the discipline, but whatever. This was like 3k ES, and yeah. So the reason why I don't think the extra evasion is worth it is because the ghost shrouds are not really permanent. You don't always have them. So whenever I do have it and I get hit, and let's say that I'm not at full ES, right? I'm at like what, 11.4. What is it with flasks right now? It's like what, 34. Let's go with 34k. Whenever you get hit and you have a ghost route, you're restored 5% of your evasion as ES. So it's gonna be like what, 1700. If my evasion was higher, like right now, like I'm not getting even close to getting all my ES back. So I would rather up my evasion to get more ES whenever I do have a ghost route rather than get more ES. Because I don't have a reliable way to like really have it always at max when I'm mapping. You know, random ignites, bleeds that I don't immediately get out. You know, there's so many things that are making me not stay at full ES. So I'd rather invest into more health or evasion, because evasion also means that I get hit less, which means my ghost routes are gone less. And then the big kicker is I lose 7% spell dodge. With the tool, the upgraded tool chest, which I still don't have. By the way, I run a upgraded tool like a pure Bridgestone. I'll put it at the end of the video so you can see that, like the boss fight for that, because he's a pretty tanky boy. And yeah, it was just a, you know, a cool fight. With that, and then the shield, and the boots I'm using right now, which are 12% spell dodge. Where are you? Boots, there. The 12% spell dodge and the movement speed temple boots. Now, obviously, honestly, I should just really go and get myself artillery boots. They are way better than these. They have basically the same amount of life. They have like 700 something. Yeah, 700 evasion rating. They can go up to 75 life. This is just like straight up better than my current boots. And then on top of that, that I were to actually go get them, I could run some lab or something like that and get even more spell dodge. So this is an overlap enchant, which is 8%. We will probably just do merciless. So you could get 6% spell dodge if you have taken spell damage recently, which is basically like all the time. On top of that, if I really wanted to, I could also use Soul of Lunaris, which is another 5%. So I can actually get this character to, you know, capped spell dodge. There's another way to increase my dodge as well, which I can easily use for bossing. I can just drop my Quicksilver for bossing and slap in a Quartz Flask, which is 10%. Actually, it's more, because Alchemist here. So right now it's actually... Where's my spell dodge? Yeah, I go from 29 to 41. So yeah. So just with that and tool chest, I'm already at 71. So upgrading my boots for 16% spell dodge would actually put me at cap with Quartz Flask up. So there's a lot of ways that I can get a very high spell dodge. Right now I'll just slap in Volk Race and boom, you're like 63 spell dodge for almost 12 seconds, which is pretty goddamn good. But yeah, basically the cost, the loss of damage, the loss of spell dodge, the loss of evasion is not worth the 600 like extra ES I would get, even if I factoring that I can actually use Vigilant Strike. Now, eventually, I really want to do this setup, but before I can do that, I either need to get the level 4 Enlighten, so I don't have to do the Charisma, I feel, or get the 6-link tool chest, so I can put Blight in there. I also need a multi-modded Delirium gloves. I can actually just quickly create my endgame gloves for you here. There's a couple options for the base. It could be murder myths, because that's the decent evasion and some yes. It could be fingerless for some damage, or it could be Sork from extra energy. Out of these two options, it would probably be fingerless for the 16% spell damage versus the 4 flat, because I already have more ES. I already have way more ES than I need for my evasion. But I'm kinda leaning towards the murder myths for the increased evasion. Let's say I'll just get that. Okay, so what is the way I need to do is I need to craft with essence of Delirium. And I don't have this yet. And depending on what happens when I use it, when I eventually hopefully get it, I think I've used the Remnant of Corruption on the T5 essences like 6 or 7 times now, and I think I have one. yeah, I have a Hysteria, and that's about it. And I have had a lot of lot of these. I think there's at least 2 of Shriekings here right now. Yep, there's Shrieking of Misery, and there's another one. And there's so these are like level ups. So 3 level ups, 1 tier upgrade, and then there's been a bunch of no change, but it just starts immediately, right? So ideally, I would get this with 3 prefixes. So you're guaranteed minimum of 4 mods. Could be 5 and it could be 6. The best case is 4 mod, where your only suffix is the more damage over time multiplier, like the more damage over time, sorry, and 3 prefixes, and then I annul it once, and it's like what, 75% chance of not pricking, and then I would do multimod. Suffixes cannot be changed, which is a prefix, and then I would scour, and now I have gloves with more damage over time, and the multimod, because multimod is a suffix, won't remove that when you scour. And from there, I would do there, +1 AoE and some AoE. We would put most likely life. And then we have 1 more prefix, which is gonna be projectile gem. So this is now basically a 6 link for ED, where the 6th link is a level 3 empower. Obviously you could then corrupt it, and you know, there's a +1 AoE will work, +1 duration will work, +1 gems will work, +2 projectiles will work. Frenzy charge is nice, despair on hit is nice, enfeeble, temp chase on hit, these are nice. There's a lot of, there's cast speed, there's dax speed, there's ES, there's life. Basically like half of the outcomes are really good. Obviously I would not do it until I had a 2nd pair. Oh yeah, and then now we have 1 extra suffix slot, which you might remember from the previous videos when I'm talking about this build, and what I want to do would be chance to avoid elements. Right, and then we would divine that until we get 25%. I would then recraft the roll on my helm to 25%. I have this bad boy here, which is now a total of 70. And now there's 2 options. If I don't go the limp way, I could spend 2 points, take elemental focus, and now we're at 80, and then craft a hybrid shield, which would be... Actually, you can do this with limp too. You just don't use the unique shield with the limp. So you can get up to 23% on a hybrid shield. So I could do a ES, armor ES or evasion ES, and I could get it that way too. Or I get the Shaper boots, ideally pure evasion or evasion ES, where I can get it up to 35. So I don't necessarily even need to divine this if I go the Shaper boots route. But yeah, this is basically what the dream endgame gloves would be for me, and then I would have a 6-link blight on my chest. And in this case, I could drop, since I don't need my flask suffixes anymore, I could use Witchfire Brew, which I have here. And because I have Arcane Chemistry, I actually get a decent amount of uses of it. And I would actually even probably try to recraft a belt with even more reduced flash charges. Right now, it takes like what? 12. So I get 2 uses of it really easily, and then there's another 6 hours. So it's really nice, even if it was, because right now I'm still on a Bane. Ideally, I would get the impressions. I've been pretty unlucky with my Red Elder kills. I think I have like 2 bows. I have had a bazillion belts, which I sadly can't really use. Oh yeah, also I double corrupted my comms. It got white sockets. Yeah. I think that's pretty much everything I wanted to talk about in this video. This got a bit longer, but there's a lot of talk about this build in general and the nice 2 tips for, or like the things that you should know. Well, especially the Kalandra. That's one for sure. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Let's go die. So guaranteed blessing, not so guaranteed chess piece. Oh, that's decent. I would appreciate if you could move a bit. Oof. I don't want to go see it. I don't want to go see it, guys. Oh god. There's only... I don't want to go see it. I don't want to see it, dude. Please be body armor. Oh, it's fun. Baby. We tried, okay? We tried.